Not every city is lucky enough to have a ship named after it, but Milwaukee has had 5.
Steve Chamraz takes us to Marinette on a tour back through time. Workers are continuing the legacy and honoring our city. They are making the Milwaukee.
March 14th.
Jeff Peters' memories of his Navy years are so vivid,
All the different beers, what the beers you could drink.
he can almost taste them.
We called her the Old Milwaukee because she was a great girl.
Though Old Milwaukee is not a beer to Peters, she is a ship.
And she kept you happy, she kept you safe, and you felt, and you kind of had like a kinship to her.
As coincidences go, Jeff spent his entire 4-year hitch on the ship named for his hometown, which explains why he is so excited
This will be an awesome, beautiful looking ship.
about what's going on inside this building on the northern fringe of Wisconsin.
No, there were a lot of people that were happy that it was Milwaukee and that there was a city in Wisconsin that got the name.
Chuck Goddard is the president of Marinette Marine, where workers are making the Milwaukee one piece at a time. It took months of planning, but Marinette Marine, Lockheed Martin, and the Defense Department worked out a way for us to pay a visit, giving you the first look at the next ship in the line, a line that stretches back 148 years. The name Milwaukee dates back to the Civil War, and she was a trendsetter. An ironclad monitor ship, Milwaukee launched in 1864, bombarding Confederate ports across the South. Her end came quickly, though. 8 months after joining the fight, Milwaukee was hit by a torpedo and sank. 42 years passed before the next Milwaukee would set sail. By World War I, Milwaukee was tending to destroyers and submarines off the coast of California, where in 1917, she met her end. Milwaukee ran aground, just like the submarine her crew was trying to save. Milwaukee was back on the job in 1923, and on December 7th, 1941, she went to war, breaking German convoys in the South Atlantic. She came back to the States in 1949, was retired, and eventually scrapped. When the calendar flipped over to 1970, Milwaukee was a replenishment oiler. She served in the final days of the Vietnam War, then 25 years as one of the Navy's workhorses. To sailors like Peters, Milwaukee was simply home.
And this is the whole group right here. And right there.
Milwaukee sailed the world, refueling other ships along the way, and giving sailors a view of the world they had never seen before, and that we will never see again.
We were so proud to be on the Milwaukee, because it was our home, our girl.
This new Milwaukee is made for a post-9/11 world, fast and mean, built for shallow water combat. When Marinette Marine puts all the pieces together, she will look just like her big sister, the USS Fort Worth. And then she and her sailors will have their chance to bond.
After you've been tossed around in a pretty rough seas, you become very close to the ship that's out there protecting you.
Chuck Goddard knows they don't build legacies in Marinette, they build ships here. They trust the sailors who serve aboard their creations to bring each one to life. Just like Jeff Peters and all the men who served aboard the last Milwaukee turned a cold steel ship into their trusted friend. We still have a way to go before Milwaukee is on the job. She's scheduled for completion in 2014. Between now and then, Marinette Marine and Lockheed Martin have agreed to give us regular visits to our namesake ship, so we can keep you up to date on just how she's coming along. On your side, Steve Chamraz, today's TMJ4.
Oh, thank you for that marvelous history lesson.
Yeah, the old Milwaukees and a new one on the way.